I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is in. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial, do this for
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The first carry now. This is Johnson. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Jackson. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Running from the gun, Johnson. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs?
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They go play action now. Jackson. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? 90, Wolf. Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Eason. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
High 7. 28, Mike, he's coming, check in. Hey. Mike 28, I got you, son. I got you. Hard.
Operating from the gun, Eason, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans, and it's an early lead there for the Saints. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Johnson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Mike 50, Mike 50. 3 bucks. Hey, 50's a play.
Now Jackson on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Travis Kelce, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
You ready?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would... And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
We coming all day.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that. Hey, wahoo! I got him. Mike 28. Mike 28. You.
From the gun, Eason. Airing one out for Boyd. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 34.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Looking to throw. Eason, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Switch. Check. Christian, travel. Hey, Haywood. Go out. 10. Look at me. Door. Hey, Echo. Shoot.
Operating from the gun. Eason. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is fielded at the 7. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Mike's 50. Go.
To throw again. Jackson going for the deep ball. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
And Jackson throwing once more. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Hey, Delta. Check in. Rip left.
2nd and 4. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
There you go. 53 to 5.
Throwing on first down. Eason. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Back to throw. Eason. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they'd have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again. Third down here.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On third down, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Any weapon. Smoke, smoke. Hey, Mike 50. Jackson, let it go.
Jackson will throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback. No matter the situation in there, the defense won the battle.
Mike's 50. Watch the screen.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Complete. It's Johnson.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Hey, check. Hurry. Check.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Pick that.
Here we go with Johnson. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. From the gun, it's Jackson. The quick slant caught. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Let's get it.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check. Check 24. Check 3. Slam.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Carlson now to add the extra point.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
And it's good to make it 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Double dog, that's the way. Watch the safety creep.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Hey, lock it. Look at me. Zipper. Hey, exit.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Be dribble.
To throw on second down, Eason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it.
Ready, set.
53, check 53. Watch the run.
Throwing on third and long. Eason. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 7-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The second down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Mike 53.
You snap. You snap.
2nd and 5. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I think the defense has to feel really good about what's going on here. They've hit him, harassed him, sacked him a bunch of times, and now he's starting to get a little jittery in the pocket. Feet are starting to move around a little bit. Sometimes they start to feel ghosts. People aren't even there.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again, Jackson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jabal Sheard, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. He wants it all for the end. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
It's game, baby.
Set it. 60 or.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
X3. 218, chop. Jump there. Yo, go.
Motion.
Hey, box trot. 5.
On first down, Eason airing one out for Boyd. It got his man complete. And they finally get him down at the other 46. A big play here for the Cowboys. 47 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
Go.
Check four.
Looking to throw. Eason. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Demir Bird with touchdown number 23 here on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it first and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
That's good for the Eagles. First down.
What we got? Mike 50. Mike 50. Hey, I'm coming.
Hey, no, look, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, huh?
Jackson on first down. Looking downfield for Kelsey. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Travis Kelsey with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Eason is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
53 at the mic. 53 at the mic.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
To throw again. Eason. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 37. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Back. Leo.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And he'll score! Touchdown, Eagles! Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Demir Bird with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go to Johnson again. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Seibert on for the PAT. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
We'll see if they can do it here. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Jackson operating from the gun. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. He's good.
From the gun, Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, high 7.
83's me. 83's me.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Set. 18 Gator.
Hey, check. Double time.
Hey, wahoo.
Hey, check. 3 down. Hey, check Mike 57. Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Ioannidis in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And it's taken in at the 9. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Watch QB drop. 50's the mic. 50's the mic.
Let's go, tackle. Heyman. You got this.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Got him in, it's Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Johnson. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Again, it's Johnson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
The Eagles on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
36. Watch twitch.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Eagles on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now it's Jackson. And it's complete to Kelsey. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Oh, big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
Give the first man through. Gillespie of the fullback trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll give it here to Brown. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Dancing to his left. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Okay, ready?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
I got you. I got you. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Too little, cut.
Get it.
From the gun, Eason. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
So we got man.
Throwing again, Eason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Check three. Hatchet.
Hey, Delta.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Danny.
Keep dribbling.
Operating from the gun. Eason airing one out for Boyd. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Go. Five.
53's Mike. Check. 53.
On 4th down, Eason airing one out for Boyd. And that is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Here we go. Check it back.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Flush to his right. Pass incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Mike 50. Hey, I'm coming after you.
Mike 50.
Jackson to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jabal Sheard make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go. Hey, pick it up, Jim. Check three.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it towards the end zone for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. On the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier Field. And give that one to the Bears as they wind up winners. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll get this inside of Philly's 20 before being taken down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Philadelphia, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time.